you're saying you are part of MSA. I mean, you joined MSA only because of your mother.
Yes, ma'am.
What was it that she was so keen on MSA Mysore, your
Yes,
mother?
ma'am. Because she love Mysore and its nature and everything. She loves Mysore, ma'am. So
Okay.
she
So she
she
feels
suggested me to do architect also. First, I
okay.
thought to do some engineering and I thought to write civils,
Okay.
but she said to do architect.
Okay. What does your mother do?
My mother is housewife. She completed MBA,
Okay. Good.
but
Uh-huh.
she but she
Okay.
resigned her job and she's in a
So
home.
somebody is showing. Okay. Oh, good, good. So she's uh, looking after you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think she saw the advantage of studying in a place like Mysore. I mean, this is a very personal, thought, but idea. I mean, opinion. But I feel doing, a course in Mysore, your travel times are reduced.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
energy is
Actually, I'm
not
from
spent so
Bangalore.
much on traveling. Yeah. So in larger metropolitan cities, what happens is commuting from one place to another itself takes out so much of time and energy.
Yes, ma'am.
You
It's take
can,
3 hours
spend
from my
lesser
Bangalore to
on
Mysore.
your studies. Yeah.
Actually, I'm from.
So,
Actually, I was in hostel, ma'am. From my childhood, I was in
uh-huh.
hostel only.
Okay, okay,
So I wished to join Mysore, and she suggested me to join Mysore only.
okay, okay. Good.
Thank you.
She will not regret her decision.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, Raksha.
Thank you.
Uh, okay. We've had, for the ones who've just joined, I think Chandana and someone else who's just joined, we just had a brief introduction of everyone. Now we'll go into our first session per se. And this is just an induction program wherein we are trying to give you a sneak peek at what the course might be like, or what the profession may be like, or how you have to orient your thinking once you have joined the course of architecture. Okay, so I'll just present now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So when we're talking about architecture, I think today morning designing. Let this be an interactive thing. I want to know from you. It's not going to be only from my side, but I want to know people's opinion also. There is nothing like right or wrong. All of us are entitled to an opinion. Andre namಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ we are we have our own thoughts, no? We have our own opinions. So please feel free and share your ideas. Okay. So I call this D's for design. What is design according to you? One of you, any one of you may answer. What do you mean when you say something has been designed? Okay, let's go into little more basic. This one, design as a term can be a noun as well as a verb, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
The word
Yes,
design.
ma'am.
Yeah. One of you can take your mobile phones and check the meaning of the word design. Or if you have a dictionary, let's go. I was telling you that we have to get to read books, no? If you have a dictionary in your hand, you just pull it out and tell me what is the meaning of design? Does anyone have an English, Oxford or Chambers or one of those dictionaries with you on your study table?
Yes, ma'am.
Pocket dictionary, idea? Can you tell me what is the meaning of design?
Ma'am, a design is a plan or a specification for construction of an object or system.
Okay. It is a plan or specification for the construction of an object or system. So in this case, design is a noun. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a noun.
A decorative pattern.
Yeah. A decorative pattern is a design. Here also it is noun.
General
Anyone
arrangement or
else?
planning.
General?
Arrangement or planning.
General arrangement or planning. So when you say arrangement, that means there is a certain thought for this. What was the first definition you gave me? Something,
Planned or
what was the first definition?
planned.
So it is planned. Planned or what was it?
Plan or specification.
Plan specification. Now, all these words will start meaning more to you while you go for the course, but we know that design is something that is planned. Okay. Nobody came out with this. Sorry? You'll have to be louder. I can't hear. Okay. Now, design is also a process of creativity. Can there, when you said that it's an arrangement, is there only one arrangement? There can be hundreds and thousands of types of arrangement. And each will be different from the other. And how will you get this difference? Because of your creativity. Now, when you all gave your introduction, what was the process you went through? Am I on? People can hear me?
Yes, yes,
Guys?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you were given, all of you, Sandeep sir, when in the Telegram group, he posted that we want you to make a small introduction of yourself. A broad outline was given. But in all the videos or the presentations that we saw, did we see anything common? Or was there, how much of overlap was there? Very little, right? All of you had your own creative ways of explaining yourselves. So, and when you went through the process, what did you do? You probably thought, okay, what do I write about myself? There was a broad outline given. Where are you from? What little bit about your family. Those were there. So you had to construct a sentence. What I'm going to say, what after what. Correct? So you had to make some sort of a script. Then you thought of, okay, where shall I, film myself? Or somebody who had done a other sort of presentation, they said, what am I going to put in as notes? Each point had to be there. Then how I'm going to do the animation. Correct. So that whole thing the process was designed by you. And there was a lot of variation in the way you did it. And that is where the creativity came. As Sandeep sir didn't say put photographs. Some of you chose to put photographs, okay, of what you have taken. Some others chose to put photographs of your family only. He didn't tell you put photograph of your family, right? So that was the creativity that you had. Someone else put a photograph of something that she wanted to see, or so I have not gone there, but I want to see this. I like to travel. So that was not told, it was not specified. Only broad outlines were given, and each of you interpreted it in your own creative manner. So it's a very creative process. It is a process of creativity. So design is basically creating something out of nothing. No, not nothing that way, it is there in your mind. If I have to go into the specifics of how you define design, it says it is a realization of a concept. Initially, what you had in mind was the idea into something which is a configuration. It could be a drawing, it could be a model, it could be a pattern, or it could be a plan. So based on specification. So sometimes these things are not done for yourself, right? It is done for consumption or for commercial production of something. And it helps to achieve the item's designated objective. Every item, every product has an objective. And through design, you achieve the item's designated objective. So if you look at it that way, so it involves, what does design involve? It is to conceive a plan out of the mind. It has to have a purpose, and it is devised for a specific function. Okay, it is devised for a specific function. These are all you will find. Now we'll go on into this one. What all can be designed? Tell me. What all can one design? Go on. Guys, I'm waiting for answers from you.
You can design a house
You can
building
design a
plan,
house. Huh?
A product.
Product like
Book, machines, pictures,
Automobiles.
Jewelry,
automobile,
jewelry,
cities.
jewelry. Yeah.
We can design ourselves.
crockery.
We can design for
Can
logos.
Ourselves.
design logos. Yeah.
Interiors.
Then what else? Interiors. Then
Ma'am, design our lives.
And also used for fashion designing.
fashion designing. Okay, like you can design clothes. Somebody said jewelry. Yeah, clothes also. Logo. Yes. Anything else? How many of you did computer programming?
Am I?
You would have done, no? Some sort of, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, in my 10th.
Yeah. So don't you think that involves design?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very much, no? No. The whole process is designed. So now suppose I don't know, so many things are there, what you can do. Like you all go and use ATMs and all that in a bank. There is a certain software that is written for that, no? And there is a certain procedure. Somebody is washing clothes, huh? Okay. So there is a certain procedure and there is a certain flow in which activities happen. That is studied. And finally, there is a design for a software that is done various processes. Of course, a lot of code and all is written, but there also there is design. No. So,
Yes, ma'am.
but where does design originate? Or many a times where, who is the biggest creator? Who is the biggest designer?
Nature.
Nature. So there's lots in nature that contributes to design. Some, lots of cues that man can take from nature, wherein you can look at design. So how many of you agree with this statement?
I agree with this statement, ma'am.
Yeah, who was that? Who spoke? I can't see because I'm doing the presentation. I can't see who has answered and all that. Who was that who spoke? Please give out your name.
Prithvi.
Prithvi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, Prithvi, if you're saying you agree with this, can you give me an example where you have seen design? Just tell me what design of nature where you fascinated by?
Such as in, hello?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Prithvi.
Go on. I can hear you.
We can hear you, Prithvi.
By natures, ma'am. Like peaks, with the nature they have created with trees with the shadow falling,
Okay.
and
We
some
are saying
old
tree
old
with the shadow
old
falling.
buildings.
Huh? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else can think of something? What everything in nature has got a pattern, a design. Have you have seen that touch me not plant? All of you have played with it when you were children, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you touch it,
Ma'am.
it closes. Otherwise, I mean, it takes some time and it opens out, right? And it has got a flower. Have you noticed that flower? The touch me not plant has got a flower. Have you seen? Can anyone tell me what the flower looks like?
Is it pink in color?
Yes, it is pink in color, cylinder. I mean, it's a circular, this one spherical, and it has got those little, it's I don't know whether it's petals or what, but they are just thin little
Like
things.
fur, right?
Don't you think?
Furry.
Yeah. So that it looks very furry and all that. Don't you think that that's a nice design in itself? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way the leaves are laid out in the touch me not plant, it is a compound leaf. You know, simple leaves and compound leaves are, right? And going back again to your 10th and high school and middle school, this one. So the way they are laid out, there's a central this one spine on which they are balanced on either side, right? So who has taught? Nature has done it in a certain way. What is this? Anyone can tell me what this is?
Some kind of flower, ma'am.
Is it a flower? Anyone else?
Inside of a
Yeah, it is the inside of a snail, of a mollusk, something that has got a shell. Now, can you see the pattern that is formed?
Yes, ma'am.
What pattern is this?
spiral pattern.
Yeah, it is a spiral pattern. You are witnessing a strong spiral pattern. At the same time, there are some other elements that are sort of radiating from that.
Rhythm.
Correct. Okay, now you're gone 2 steps ahead. Double promotion sikpirtu. But what I'm trying to look at is, yes, there is a certain rhythm in this. Okay, why that rhythm is created? Because of the repetition and the slight change in the proportion or the size. That is the design, that sort of aspect of it. But why should it be there? We could have just had that outer spiral and left it, no? Why did nature create that? And within that also there is something. There's a little, within those spins that are coming out, radiating out, a little projection is there. Why might that be there?
For protection.
For the support, exactly. So now you have got a membrane, but just that membrane, outer membrane is not enough. Nature knows that you have to reinforce it with something stronger, and it has to be there for the support. Can we take a cue from this? What it is made of, then it has got a configuration. This is on the inside. On the outside of it, how is it? It's almost like a curve, no? It's like a curve like that. So who has taught nature all this? I mean, in fact, we have to take cue from that. Many a times when we are designing, if we understand the why of it, okay, when we understand the why of a something, we can create new hows of doing it. HOWS. so many questions to ask, no? Why, what, when, where? Correct. So when we know why, we can create new house with new materials or new technology. That is how technology is born. Can you see this?
A kiwi fruit.
Yeah,
Fruit, ma'am.
it is of a kiwi fruit. So see the way it is organized. Can you say something about the way it is organized?
It's looking like a flower, ma'am.
It is looking like a flower, yes, very much. And
Symmetrical.
it is symmetrical. On how many axes?
All.
So many, more than one. No, it's not just one. When I was talking to you about the touch me not leaf, there was symmetry, but only along one axis. Here, if I draw 360 degrees, 360 axis, even then there is symmetry, and such symmetry is called radial symmetry because it's radiating out. Okay. Now, there is a reason for everything. There is one central portion which seems to be the strong one, out of which certain things are radiating out. And just look at the color. If you look at the central portion is slightly light, then it has a slight dark outline. And then you have these dark green lines that are radiating with light white, petal sort of thing, which has got one arch, this sort of a edge to it, the culmination to the white part. Then there is a light green, and on the, at the outermost part, there is one more thicker brain sort of a thing, which is got hairs around it. So this is the basic. If I have to just describe it as, I will have to describe it like this. With the two, dots that are again concentric. They have like the same circle and they are concentric. So it is trying to, get some attention. Just imagine this picture without the dots. How would it be? There would have been a pattern, but the dots are giving it some more emphasis, right?
Yes.
So these are all patterns. It's a different thing why nature has created the kiwi fruit like this. That we will, it's not really within our purview, but if you can try and understand, there has to be something to hold, then there is a pattern that is created and an outer edge to define it. Those hairs and all have got their own meaning. That is probably for the protection of the fruit or something else. What might this be? It's there.
Petal.
Huh? It is the underside of a mushroom. The mushroom has got gills. Okay, and different sort of mushrooms have got made in different ways. So these gills, they all have got certain functions. And towards the edge, it is rippled. Okay, you can see that fold in it. So what happens if I look at this picture, where does my eye go first? Does it go to the left hand bottom corner or does it go to the right hand top corner? Yes, I'm waiting for answer.
Right hand top.
Yeah, more of it.
Right hand top.
Yes, yeah. So why? Maybe because of the imperfection. Like somebody was saying, no, when he spoke about that KR Nagar, that housing thing, he said all of them are the same. It never interested me much. If you've seen one, you've seen it all. On the other edge, you have got these ripples, that are changing all the time. And so my eye goes there. It catches the attention there. So I don't know. Can we take a cue from this? That's for us to realize. And you have a good 5 years to do it. So I'm just trying to introduce you to certain things where you may have to think deeper on. Okay, this is nature. How it is going to come into your architecture, that you will see later on. But this is general principles. No, it's not rocket science. See, till now, what is to happen is you would see something and you would form an opinion about it. I like it or I don't like it. Once you're into a creative design field, what has to happen is you have to think why you like it. or why you don't like it. Once these whys are clear to you, then you can make further more likable things. And also, it may be your choice, or what, but then there are some things that everyone likes. Okay, like general population. Like if you say the Taj Mahal, okay, out if you interview 100 people, at least 80 people will say it's beautiful. There may be 20 who will disagree. That's a different thing. But 80 people will say it's beautiful. Now, why do 80 people think it's beautiful? What are the things that are contributing to that? So when you as a design professional try and understand that bit, then you can start creating beautiful things that more people will appreciate. It's not just appreciation of visual, but they should also have meaningful function. Okay, it's not that spiral that I showed you. There's a spiral main line going, and these fins that radiate from it. The radiating fins are adding to the detailing or the beauty of the thing. Plus, they have got a function of making it little more stable, like a structurally stable thing. So that is very, very important. What is this?
Looking something like spiral.
Yeah, it's written there. So it is a way in which something is moving. That also has created a pattern. Anything important, Shruti? Yeah. So there is a pattern that is created in the movement. Does it exist? I mean, this thing, is it there always?
Maybe
Different patterns.
Yeah, so lots of different patterns are coming. Not that it has, but then this is also one pattern that exists in nature. It is not permanent. It's only temporary, only for a certain period of time. Then again, this also may be a the way the photo. What is it? The shutter speed or something. If you increase that, then you get such pictures. It's not one moment in time, but quite a long moment that is captured in one frame. The ones who are familiar with photography will probably understand why this has come. But that's the point of this is there is a certain way of movement or a pattern of movement. So this also happens in nature. Yes.
peace, man.
Please. So how is it put there? As designers and all that, packaging is a very prominent field. Till some time back, it was a very, very big industry. Now, if we're going back to our roots, then we do. The philosophy is don't use packaged stuff. Nevertheless, some things have to be packaged. This is probably the best example of packaging, right? Nature has packaged it so well.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the most compact, how it is done in the pods, and you remove the pods and take only the seeds, and the pod is what? Perfectly biodegradable. When we talk about sustainability, this also comes in, no? So how today, when you get things from Amazon, when you get things from Flipkart, when you get things from something else, the amount of bubble wrap you get, how do we dispose that? That itself is a big thing. Are you aware of that? For one small thing, they'll put so much of bubble wrap because they don't want it spoiled over its journey. Can we look at innovative ways of looking at packaging itself? There are some. They're using paper only, which are cut in different ways so that it gives some stability, and they wrap the main material with that so that that material does not get damaged. So as designers, what are we looking at? You're looking at a compact arrangement here, plus you are looking at the fact that it is not going to be damaged during transit. And third, but more recent and very important aspect is what happens to all that packaging material after one has received the material. Does it go back to the environment? How does it go back to the environment? Is it going to be, recyclable or non-recyclable or biodegradable? That goes back into nature. So this is what people are looking at. All fields of design are looking at this. This is why everyone is talking about sustainability. It is the most used and ill-used word and misused word, but still, let us all get into more sustainable practices in our ways of living.
Spider web, ma'am.
Yeah. This is a spider web. So, master constructor, who has taught where? Have you all seen? Okay, has anyone seen the process of building a building right from scratch? Have you seen it? If anyone opposite your house, your parents may have built a house recently or some time back, or you might have seen, or you maybe the opposite plot of yours was empty and you have seen it come up. Has that happened? Has anyone noticed? Yes or no?
Yes.
None of you have noticed. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Who's this? Yes. No.
Me. It's Fauzan.
Fauzan. Yeah, you have noticed, Fauzan. So can you tell me what happened? What happened in that particular case? How did they?
Firstly, it'll be an empty plot. Then they start building the foundation. Studying the foundation of the.
Okay, so before they built the foundation, what did they do?
The plan.
No, the plan. But on the site, what was
They'll
done?
mark the.
They did some marking. They did some.
They do the mark.
Yeah. So they marked it on the ground and then they excavated it. The foundation came and all. Who is doing the marking for this fellow? His instincts are doing the marking, I guess, right? Because the spider has to look at what are the boundaries within which he can make the main, whatever strands or whatever, which is the strongest. And then it's a whole lot of weaving, and the pattern that happens, so that becomes strong, and because of that sticky material and all that, it is easy to catch the prey. Correct. So this is design. This is the way.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry? Someone saying something? Did someone say something? Can I go ahead? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is nature's way of design. Why did it go, take radial lines outwards? Then why did it take concentric lines? And if you see the concentric lines also, there's a slight, it's not absolutely circle. There's straight like that. No, it's little arch. For what reason might that be?
Stable, ma'am.
And we've also heard, at least I have read in some places that this fiber that whatever material is there of the web, it is very, very tough, I believe, for the thickness that it has and the kind of force it withstands. You must have been seeing, no, in movies and all, when very, if it's an abandoned place and all, with great difficulty, they'll take off the web like that, and it's quite strong. They say if you, they do, I believe, manufacture, it can be manufactured bulletproof vests if the fiber of that vest is as strong as a spider web fiber, then I believe with certain thickness you can achieve bulletproof vest also. So that is the
Ma'am, adding to what you're saying, actually they're also trying to work on spider silk to replace steel in aircrafts because it is very light and it is stronger than steel. So in aircrafts, there's a possibility of looking at it also.
So that is the thing. So material science, scientists are looking at so many things, no, innovative materials and all that. Many times going back to nature gives us the best cues. Okay. So nature is supreme designer and we can only learn from her. There's another thing. One way of inventing, the frog fellow went in underneath the mushroom to create a little shelter for himself.
Like
So that's,
umbrella,
huh?
like umbrella.
Yeah, like an umbrella, exactly. Okay, so now that we've spoken about how there's lot of design in nature, I need you to click 2 pictures of anything you see in nature that makes you feel nature is a great designer. Anything. Okay, so this session will go on for more time. And after that, we will take a break before we meet much later in the evening. So during that break, I want you to take 2 pictures of something you see in nature. Anyway, you can just take a stroll around your place wherever and take 2 pictures and you can show it to us or upload. I think in the classroom you can upload, right? Sandeep, they can upload in the classroom?
Yes, ma'am. I'll just create the assignment immediately and they can upload.
Okay. Okay. Is it possible? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I like the loud yes. Okay, that's good.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah. Okay. So now that we spoke about design and how nature is a very good design, let's look at, I told you, no, what all can be designed. In fact, you told me the answers, but I've got an image that has put it all together. Okay, so when I said this one, see the one on the left top, it says interaction. How you interact with a website, you interact with your mobile, you have got lots of products. So those are also designed. Okay. Have you heard of UI designs? UI?
UI.
Does anyone? Yeah, UI.
Yeah, user interface.
Yes, user interface. So GUI or UI designer, graphical user interface.
Well, user
So,
interface.
sorry? So it's a graphic user interface, GUI or just UI design. So today that's so popular because so many websites are there. Like I was talking about banking software or your ATMs. Somebody may feel, oh, this Canara Bank, this one is not so good. Something else, the SBI one is more user friendly. You have heard of the term user friendly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Some packages are very user friendly. Like if we are using now Google Meet and there is another, this one called Zoom. What was more user friendly? Everyone has got their opinions to that. So the ease with which a user can use that particular software, that is, it is how user friendly it is. And whether if you have an Apple phone, or you have got an Android phone, what is more user friendly? The best software and product design teams are looking at making things more and more user friendly. There's a joke, somebody said that product, that the thing the company makes is so user friendly that if a person knows how to use it, he can't use it. Anyway, jokes apart. So there is, now all of you are playing games. I don't know, some things got banned also, PUBG and what else? House of, no, what is that? Game of Thrones and something. Somebody is designing that also, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So you need a designer for Whereas when you're talking about these social network platforms, there also user interfaces are designed. That also needs designing. Then comes the architect who you're all going to become, and we design lots of buildings. And I would, more than saying buildings, I would always say spaces, because we are looking at the built part, same time we are looking at the part that remains unbuilt also, the open spaces. That's also within our purview. So we are looking at designing spaces. Now, as an this one of this, it could be the interior spaces also. So you have interior designers. Then you have got industrial designers who are into making so many things, like packaging, furniture, and other assemblies of so many products that we use. So product design and interior design is also one of the options. Then you have fashion. Okay, fashion design, anything to do with clothing, you manufacture it, and this one. So it could be done on a very commercial basis, or it could be tailor-made, or you say designer clothes. No, you say clothes and then you say designer clothes. What is a cloth and what is a designer cloth? Can anyone tell me? Yes. What is the difference between a dress and a designer dress?
It will have all beads and all designs, all those jerrys, and like the borders.
Okay. When you say designer, it's usually custom made for that particular person. Okay, and it's a different thing. So when you're looking at the human structure of a person, then this designer clothes are generally tailor-made to that person's measurements and all that. Okay, whereas if you buy a ready-made one, there is a general, like all of us come in different sizes, so they are categorized like that. Bulk of us, can be categorized into different sizes, and it is made as a generic measurements. That means they're common measurements which you can alter to your. But generally, designer clothing, in addition to the fact that they are quite unique, and what I told they are creative ways, also custom made. So that is why they sort of cost that much also. Designing for branding, for television and all that. Then I was talking about designing open spaces. So you have got landscape designs where you can design gardens, you can design parks and other large areas. They also have to be designed. So that is also another discipline of design. And of course, there's always the automotive design, wherein you have to design the interior components that are responsible for the moving and all that, and you're also designing the exterior component, wherein these are for the look and feel of the thing. So I can draw a parallel between this automobile design and also the architect designed buildings and this one. So when you're designing the chassis, the engine and all that, this is like designing your structural framework for a building. When you design spaces, these spaces have to, our buildings, they have to stand on the earth, and basically it is a transfer of loads. So something has to be there as a structural unit or a structural system that supports it, and then everything can be built around it. Similarly, in your car design and bike design and all, there's a basic structural system which has to look at the laws of gravity and then loads and all that. Plus, you also have the outer skin, which is the body, which is the sheet metal components of an automobile. And here what happens, there is something called aerodynamic design. So within the thing, how do you make that space within the outer dimensions of the car? How can you have maximum inner space, and also with the shape of the car, how can it go faster? So that is why you have got these aerodynamic designs. Okay, so similarly here also you have got the structural framework, and then you have got the skin around it. Basically, we are designing that way. So far, have you all understood? If you have any doubts or there's something in your mind which is saying, "Oh, this I thought was there, but I can't," if there's a question, you please feel free to ask. Yeah? Someone said something, no? Shall we go forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let's look at a discipline called product design. What comes into product? Anything and everything we use comes into as a product. The tea cup that I was having tea from, or the pen with which I write, the book on which I'm writing, maybe my toothbrush, or something, the sink in which I wash my hands. Everything comes into as a product. So how much of design thought has gone into designing a product? Let's see. Is this something that all of you are familiar with?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when I was a child, I got only that 12 color Luxor pens. That was how it was. Okay. But about 20 years back, or maybe even more than that, a company called Faber-Castell and others. Faber-Castell is a very famous stationery company. They make these pens. I'm sure you all got this. No, what are they called? The sketch pen on the right side. What is that called?
Maybe connector pens.
Connector
Yes,
pen.
it's called a connector pen. How many of you use this? You had this connector pens? You all had?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you had. When I had sketch pens, I only used to use it for sketch pen only. Like I used to color and keep it, and that's it. You all did only that with your color pencils?
No, ma'am.
What else did you do?
We used to connect and make different things with those connector pins.
Like that? Yeah. So
Yes, ma'am.
by just changing the cap of that pen and probably a few of the dimensions and all that, one has been able to achieve dual purpose. So it is the purpose of engaging the child even otherwise. Correct. So it is bringing out a little more creativity. I feel this is a very nice thing to do with design. The basic function is the sketch pen has to color in a certain way or highlight or whatever. But just by changing the packaging and the design of that, you have got a dual purpose. It's also a toy. It is also something that a child can use to play or engage himself or herself. So there comes in design. There's a product which is there, and some modification that has been done to it, or that it has been designed in such a way that the product not only achieves one goal, there is another thing also which has got scope. And that's how things become a little popular. Okay, so there's some design thought that has gone into this. All of you know this. Did you think there was design that has gone into this? We take certain things for granted, no? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So with one single wire, it's just one single wire which is bent and configured in a certain way, we are able to, clip two separate either pieces of fabric or paper or something. And when we do that, with respect, we also had these ball pins, no? The ones with the round heads and everything. So that was also there to secure two things together. But what was the problem with that?
Had a sharp end.
Yeah, it had a sharp edge, so it could prick you, right? Now you don't want that sharp edge, but you still want to connect two pieces together. How can you do it? You make a small cap to that, turn it in a certain way, and the cap is designed in such a way that the sharp end is housed in it. Correct. So there comes your safety pin. Now, that if you want to use with little children on their diapers and all that, even this may choke them. So what do? You come up with a plastic head for it. And the sharp one is housed in that. Okay, so there is an innovation here. It's also a design. And then again, when you want to make it a little more interesting, there will be little ducks and giraffes and something else instead of a simple, squarish head to it. Yeah. So there, yes, it has come. A design has come. This is what is this?
Wash basin.
Wash basin. So there is some extra thought that has gone into it. They want to make it, a little more interesting. Nowadays, you blend it with technology, and what can you have? You can have a temperature and motion sensors. So you don't actually need a tap. You can, if your hand goes under it. I mean, you don't need to hold and operate the tap. Just put your hand under it, and there'll be water spout coming in, and then it'll go. So there are different innovations. This is also a form of product design. What is this?
Bathroom cleaner.
Yeah, this is a bathroom cleaner. Why I put this is I want you to look at the head or the top of both of these. One says toilet cleaner, another says bathroom cleaner. Can you tell me why? Can we use these? I mean, yes, of course we can, but why can't toilet cleaner have a cap like that of a bathroom cleaner?
To use at surroundings of the toilet.
Sorry?
Surroundings around the toilet.
What surroundings around the toilet? If there is surrounding around the toilet, even a straight nozzle will work, no?
So it can go to each end, like each inside of it and clean.
Yes. So when you just pour it, that's what happens. But you see, what happens in a commode is in an EWC. It's called a European water closet, okay, or even for that matter, Indian water closet also. It is made out of what material is the WC made of? Toilet, what is it made of?
Ceramic.
Ceramic, exactly. So it is made out of ceramic, the way it is cast and all that. It has got a, it bends inside. The ceramic has, the toilet seat is there, no? Just below it, there's a bend. And that is where it has got holes, and when you flush, water comes from there. So there's a sort of a bend in that. If you just have an usual opening, you cannot reach that underside of that bend. So a small design innovation in the way the cap or the spout of that toilet cleaner is, gives you the liberty or the freedom to go underneath that this one, and it can be used. So these are small things, very small design thoughts, but they make large difference. That's how important it is. So I'm telling, and this is what I'm trying to tell you is, design thoughts can be applied everywhere. Okay. Then you want to make a certain thing interesting. Hold this one. So what I'm showing you is a ladle or a handle, and they're trying to make it a little interesting. So the handle has been designed in such a way that if it is in a bowl of soup or something, it looks like that Loch Ness monster. No? It's like that. Sorry? Ladle, yeah, it is a ladle, but ladder. No, that is called a Loch Ness. I mean, according to I think some Swiss or one of these fables, they have got this Loch Ness monster, which is supposed to be in some lake and all that. So this is just a reminder of that. So I'm just trying to say how design has been applied here, though functionally it is not so this one. Can you see the difference? Like when we have ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೂ ಸೌಟು ಅಲ್ಲ ಸೌಟು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾರೆಲ್ಲ ತಿರುಗೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಸೌಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ that you cannot keep on the surface by itself, right? It will just fall.
Yes, ma'am.
Notice the level. This has got like a base. No, it's not just rounded. It's got those 4 protrusions which are like legs on which it can be, put. So it can just stand on its own. Okay, so that's the innovation here. Then something that is just there for the looks, not much of functional. This one, a soap dish which looks like a bubble. So it just be for aesthetics. Though personally, I feel these things are not so appreciable. But then it's there. People in the market do like it. So there is market for everything. There's a coffee holder. Why do you have to give cookies separately? Let's make a little compartment in that wherein you can give the mug as well as the cookies together. So many things like this. Okay, this you would have seen. It's a chopper and this one wherein it's got something to with a spring to push in the potatoes, and that's how it can be cut or chopped for French fries. So different ways of doing this. If you have, I mean, many of you are from Mysore. If you have gone for your Sahara exhibitions and all that, one corner, this one stall will always be this stall selling different ways of chopping and peeling vegetables. So all those are products, and many a times this is one more, just like that. What is this? A tap. It's a tap. Huh?
Fountain.
A sculpture.
It's a fountain. Yeah, it's like a sculpture. Yeah. So one probably gets a little intrigued that water is coming out of nowhere. But how might have this been achieved? It's very easy. How could this be done?
A transparent pipe where the water is coming.
Exactly. Yeah. So there is actually a transparent glass or something pipe which is attached to that tap on top, and when there is a motor that is fixed, the water is circulating. So while it is in functioning, one tends to think that the tap is being suspended, whereas it is not. It's like that. This one, no, you have all these babas, magicians, who will be sitting, I mean, rather floating on the air, but they always have one cloth, around their knees and all that. They will have some contraption like this, which is making them sit. Okay. So when we talk about product design, furniture design is also a very, very important aspect, and how it can be done. See this. It can be folded as just one plate, but then when it's folded out, it can become a chair. So here what happens? Very easy to stack and store. Correct. So, but what is very important is you have to have a proper study to find out what should be the shape of the cut, where these cuts have to be done, and what are the dimensions, because ultimately humans are using it. They have a size where it will, people have to sit, how it can be cut and folded back so that it becomes one piece of, just like a sheet of wood. This is a stackable and a foldable chair. Again, something just for the aesthetics of it. One tends to feel that it is, suspended in the air, but the paint globules that come down, they are the ones that are giving the support to the table. It's more of an aesthetic thing, but design nevertheless. Things like swings in this one. So here is a slight innovation wherein the parent and the child can swing together. So the height, where you're looking at the safety measures, you're probably even looking at the kind of loads that will be there. When you go into parks and all that, I don't know, some of you may have been older but wanted to go onto the swing, and you would have had that person who's looking after saying, hey, that's for small children only. That's because of the loads for which it has been designed. So there is a system on top which is going to allow that movement, and what kind of systems you use will depend on how free or how smooth the movement will be and how long it will last. So safety measures everywhere in such designs are very, very important. You not only design for humans, you design for other people also, like pets. Pets today are a very important part of families. They are one more member of the family. So people are designing things for them also to keep them happy. Then other things, spaces to sit. Just random things from the internet. So what all you can design. Outdoor furniture, how it can be done, integrated as play space for children, and then smaller, underneath that people can sit and do their work. The table is suspended. If you can see the person on the image on the left, table is suspended from the roof, and I think it will also, sway a little bit, but he's using it as a top for working. He's keeping his laptop and sitting on the thing and working, and it will always be under the shade. This other guy is having a place to read, and it's sort of suspended from a tree over a little water and all. How he got there, I don't know. I can't see from this picture. Nevertheless. Yeah. So, yeah, something of fashion design we were talking about. Today, everyone gives a lot of importance to how you look and how you carry yourself, your clothes, and also then there also becomes a way. So when you're looking at fashion design, yes, the human structure of the person you are designing for has to be kept in mind. There are certain this one, no, you must have been reading about it. Some people have pear-shaped bodies, some people have other shape. So based on that, there is a relationship between the bust, the waist, and the hips, whether it would be male or female or whatever. So a good understanding of this. So when you go into your studies of fashion designing, all these you look at, then you understand the fabric. Some fabrics are a little stiff. How do they stand? Some fabrics are flowing. When you have a stiff fabric, what kind of design does it lend itself to? When you have a flowing fabric, what does it? Again, a bit of structure thing that is coming in. Okay. So again, when you look at design, there is just the aesthetic point of it. There is the practical aspect of it. And then maybe they are thinking of revival of certain old art. So they go into that karigari. Somebody was saying, no, designer means it will have borders with embroidery and all that. So there is an art that you are trying to keep up and revive. So you incorporate that also with your design. Similarly, so when they have these fashion shows, they generally have a theme with which they're doing it. So in this particular case, it's called the Garden of Femininity, whatever major designer brands and all. So there also design comes in. Then you are thinking differently. So you recycle, design, and reuse so many things. People are making things of plastic, of cards, of paper, and paper cups and all that. So innovative ways of doing that also. yes, automotive design, I think maximum designers are, no, I wouldn't say designers, maximum people are employed in the automobile industry, be it two-wheelers, four-wheelers, or aeroplane, ships, or whatever. Maximum people are involved, and a lot of money is put into the design and innovation in these things. So like I was telling you, you have the design of the inner parts. There are lots of softwares for that also, and of the external, the look and feel of the car. Okay, so many of you said logo design and all that. So graphic design is another important field of design that one can look at. You have got mass media, commercial advertising, branding and all that. So logos, how they have been done. Incidentally, I think only recently we got a symbol for rupee. Yeah, it's not very old. The symbol for rupee. Have you seen? All of you are familiar with the symbol for, like, people, there was a symbol for dollar and there was a symbol for pound sterling and all that. We used to just write RS. But how long was it? I think maybe 12 years, 15 years back, or maybe even lesser.
No, in 2010. In 2010, it came into use.
Yeah. 10 years back. Okay. 10 years back, we said that we also need to have some symbol for our currency. And it was actually a competition. And does anyone know who won the competition?
Uday Kumar from IIT Guwahati won the competition.
Yes.
He was still a student at that time, I think.
Yeah. And he's an architect. He's an architect, no, Vivek?
They have BDES, sorry, not BDES, MDES course. So I think he was in the MDES course when he won the.
Okay. But I think no, but he is basically an architect. His basic qualification is BR.
And ma'am, the 3-4 people who were there, the top people on 4 ranks, 2 of them were also architects, 2 other of them. Many were the people who were architects at that time. And for the metro logos and all, many architects also volunteered for it, and they went very much ahead in the competition.
Yeah. So I think that is like saying that there is a strong part of design when you are in architecture, and when you come into architecture, you look a lot about. It's not about just designing. It is looking at the time, place, and everything. We call it context anyway. That's a different thing. But looking at that, and when you design, it comes out as stronger. There's a strong reason for it. Now again, if you know the why of it, then the how of it becomes easy. I mean, you can think of millions of hows. So understanding the why of a certain phenomena is very, very, very important. Then the other thing, now we were talking about that this one, no, rupee thing. Many a times when you go to public places and all that, all of us, many people can't read, one thing. Second thing is, India is a land of diverse languages, or even all over the world, so many languages are there. So when you put entry, exit, or avahana, nirvahana, whatever they are called in different languages, only some people will be able to read them. Can we have something where of the language you can convey it? Okay, these are called infographics. They provide the graphics that provide information irrespective of the language. So what you are seeing on the bottom left hand is a bunch of infographics wherein you are trying to communicate certain things irrespective of the language. So these are also quite important. Okay, so far we have had some talks on different types of this one and all. If you have not clear, you can please ask. Nothing? Everything is clear?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. We've had a fairly long session now also. I think we can take a break. This part of it I will do once you come back. What time can we meet again? Can we meet at 3? Should that be okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So what happens is 1 to 2 you have lunch or whatever, you have a quick lunch and then go around and see and finish that particular assignment that we did, wherein we said identify any 2 things in nature which you feel is a good design, that nature, which makes you feel that nature is a very good designer, and take pictures of that and upload it. So that in the next session we can even discuss about that. So you are like I told you, you don't stop at appreciating things. You start saying, why do I appreciate it? Start thinking, saying, why do I appreciate it? Now, for that, now please don't say, okay, let me not take this picture. I don't know how to explain this. If you like it a lot, then take it. We will try and put explanations to it. Yeah? Okay, so Sandeep sir will now just create that this one.
Ma'am, can you show the slide again, ma'am? That assignment slide. I quickly write it down.
Yeah.
Assignment. One second. Thank you.
Done?
Yes, ma'am, done.
Okay. Okay, people, please have a good lunch and go scouting for nature's design. Take 2 pictures and upload it on that thing. Okay. We will meet at 3. I think it should be enough. Or do you feel you need time till 3:30 for that?
No, it's 3 okay.
No, ma'am.
3 is good? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Good. I like the spirit. Okay. Okay, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
See you at 3 then. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Bye. Good afternoon. Okay, even the faculty can take a break for lunch and then we'll meet again at 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, presentation also, if later in the evening, you can share it in the presentation, ma'am. The people
Yeah, I
can
do
share
it.
it.
I'll do it. Sure. Definitely.